You guys caught me on my walk. Yeah, I'm almost over halfway done, and this video we're going to try to stick to the title, the name, the subject matter. I'm going to try not to waver off that the best I can. And by me doing this video today, especially where I'm at, and I knew I would have problems, is why I'm doing the video down here right now. Because this is where I walk my dog at the most, is here at the city park. And when I pick up the camera, this might sound strange, but when I pick up the camera, it helps me. All right, guys, let's run my intro of Stormy. Now let's talk about what the title says. And I promise I will try to get in game mode. Think about stopping on each vlog entry and do them, but it's just a dog, man. Get over it. That's been said to me 4 times now. 4 times. And real quick, let's stop. I want to thank each and one of you guys for everything you said in my last video. I don't have the words, man. I don't, and I'm a very lucky man to have people watch my videos that are very kind like you all. That means a lot to me. Thank you for the words you said, and that means the world to me. I know it wasn't the best video, and I was seriously off my game. It was a crappy video, but maybe I did do it too soon. I don't know, but picking up this camera makes me feel better. But thank you real quick. I want to thank you all real quick before I go any further with this video. Thank you so much for that. Now let's get started. Let me get into game mode. Let me get on my game. Yeah, I'm on my game now. This is nothing that came in the comments. This is nothing that came off the internet. This came in my everyday life. Up to 4 people so far has told me, Mike, it's just a dog. Get over it. I didn't get mad. I didn't get upset. You know, I was like, no, she wasn't. But this happened 4 times by 4 individuals. And it doesn't really mean they're heartless, which I kind of thought at the time. It doesn't mean that they hate animals. It just means that that's the way it is. That's how they think. So after the 4th person said that to me, I thought something was wrong with me. I seriously started thinking something was wrong with me, so I talked to Angie about it. And Angie explained, well, a lot of these people that say get over it, they probably don't understand how much you and Stormy were together, which is true. And then my friend Ronnie, that has 3 or 4 dogs, and has lost dogs in the past as well, he said the same thing to me. You know, hey, when his dogs passed away, it tore him to pieces. I am torn to pieces. I really am, and it's hard to go throughout my day, especially at home, and extremely especially here. This is where I walk Stormy at the most. It's reminders to me. I can't even go past Stormy's toy box without getting sad. And yesterday I basically busted down because I ran into her collar and her leash. So I really thought something was wrong with me. Why is it that it affects me this way? Well, my wife is right, so is Ronnie. You know, they pointed out, especially Angie pointed out, how many times Stormy was with me. You guys may not know it. My dog slept with us. In the mornings, I walked with my dog. Then I go home. And she would basically, of course, she slept a lot after I walked her. If I had something to do, I wasn't gone that long. And I'd come back. She was with me pretty much all the time. And I never looked at my dog as just a dog, especially when I do the walks. Remember I said, and I don't know if I said it once before or not, but my dog was my power. One of the things that Stormy would do for me, she's done so much for me on the walks. One of the big ones is when I be walking, I don't hear a lot of stuff, especially behind me. I am deaf in one ear. And sometimes I don't hear the vehicles behind me, or I don't hear things that might be an approach, and Stormy did. And she had her own unique way of telling me. We had a communication between the two of us that we understood. And when somebody's behind us, she would pull me over to the side. I was like, oh, okay, thank you, Stormy. Or if something's coming near, she's like that. And I'm gonna know something's coming up. She was my ears. She was my looking over the shoulder type, you know? And that's gone. Of course, that's been gone for about a month now, because I couldn't walk Stormy when she was really ill. But even though she wasn't with me the last month, I had hoped that she will be again soon. We got Stormy shortly after my heart attack. We got Stormy basically to basically for me, for my walks, companionship, as I wasn't able to work for the longest time after the heart attack, so I can basically have somebody there with me, you know, somebody, so I wouldn't be by myself. And she became like my real fleshing daughter. She did. Now, I did have 2 other dogs that had passed away. Let's talk about that for a second. My first dog was named Beth. She died of old age. That affected me tremendously. My second dog, we named Boots. She died from a freak accident on our deck. Actually, if you go back on my videos, I'm guessing I'm not sure what year that would have been. But yeah, that affected me very hard as well. That kind of messed me up in the head quite a bit. Now, Stormy is affecting me really, really hard. And so when people say to me, just get over it, it's just a dog, I question me. I question my mental status. I question things. Now, my brother Paul, he feels the same way about dogs. And he had kind of mentioned that to me in a comment, which I don't remember much of it. It was right after Stormy passed. He had mentioned that it's, you know, he understands. So it ain't just me that feels this way, and it ain't just people that's like, get over it. There's a lot of them out there. But what makes somebody say that? What makes people say it's just a dog, get over it? It could be a lot of things. One, they could pretty much have had dogs in their past they never made a bond with. Or they could just be blowing smoke up your hiney and trying to act like a tough individual. It's like, yeah, which completely, if it happened to them, they'd be sad too. You know, some people do have the mentality to basically look at a situation like that and say, it's just a dog, get over it. I can't. It tears me to pieces, and even I still wonder now, is there something wrong with me? Stormy was not just a dog to me. She was not. She was my companion in every which way. So is my wife, but don't go there. My wife is obviously my companion, no, this is my dog. She was my best friend, my walking companion, throughout the day companion. I used to talk to her like she's a human. She actually used to help me when I used to walk, and plus while we was at home, since I am deaf in one ear, I don't hear a lot of stuff. She used to let me know if somebody was at the door, or somebody had dropped off a package when the mail came, or when the recyclables came, or the garbage man came. Anything that happened, she let me know. She did. And she had her own unique way about it too. You know, everywhere I went in the house, Stormy was behind me. Everywhere. Well, she did that to Angie kind of too, you know. I mean, I'd be editing you all up on a video, right? I'd be doing the editing. She'd be down on the office floor, and she'd be like, I was like, what is it, girl? And she'd get up and walk to the door, and I'd tell me, okay, either there's a package out there or somebody's at the door. I'm not going to mention individuals in my everyday life that said it's just a dog, get over it. But the last one, I asked a question to them. I was like, how are you able to say that? How are you able to do this? And they said, Mike, you shrug it off. You move on with your life. You get over it. Well, I know in time I will learn to live with it. Obviously, every day you will get better. I do know this, and I know that's going to happen. But just shrug it off. Say, it's just a dog. I'm over it. Hell no. See, I'm thinking I had this thing about me. I get so upset over my pets dying ever since I was a kid. We went to the dog shelter back a couple years ago. And we went there to donate some money to them and some dog food. Whenever Angie and I got a little bit ahead, this is what we did a couple times. Well, last time we was there, they said, would you like to walk through and look at the dogs? Guys, seeing the sad looks in them dogs' faces tore me to pieces. I wanted to take every single one of them home with me. Every single one. Yeah, I even asked them, is there any way I could come up here and walk your dogs? And they said they had somebody to do that. That tore me to pieces alone right there. I'll tell you what a lot of the feeling is, and as strange as the guiltiness right now. I feel guilty for a lot of things. I feel guilty maybe we should have had that surgery and took that 10% chance. Although the doctor says no, she wouldn't have survived in her opinion. I feel guilty being out here doing what I'm doing now because she's not with me. I feel guilty for everything I do throughout the day because she's not there. The other day, I mean, her toys, and Stormy has a lot of toys, y'all. I told you my dog was spoiled. Her toys, we was going to donate them. Then we decided we're going to give a good portion of them to Ronnie and his 3 dogs and to another lady my wife knows. Well, I tried to go down there. I was like, okay, is it time that me to get these up? You know, because I can't walk past their toy boxes without getting a tear in my eye. And I was going to do that and I broke down. I can't do it. So I took the bag and I laid it on toys. I was like, you be done some other time. I cannot do it. As my wife put it best, I will build another routine. I will go on and it will get better every day. She will not be forgotten. I will learn to live with it, but she will never be forgotten. And I will move on. But right now, everything was routine with Stormy. Even taking my dog out. Guys, see, I'm trying to build a picture to show you guys probably why I was so close to Stormy. You know, I never let my dog come up to me and for her to tell me she's got to go out. She did a few times. But no, I took her, I was like, okay, Storm, it's been about 45 minutes. You had that water, come on, let's go on out. I would take her out constantly. She never had to tell me she had to go out, ever. Well, that's not true. A couple times she did. And that was mainly through the middle of the night when she started getting sick. She had to go out and use the potty. I damn near broke my neck. Let's go back, guys. What the freak is wrong with me? Oh my God, I ain't ever done this. Out of all the years I walked here, I went over too far for the side right here at the edge of the road and my ankle twisted down a little bit. It's not hurt. And I damn near fell on my butt. My legs wasn't as strong as they are, I would have had a serious problem. I'd be down. What the heck happened? I've never done that before. All right, let's get to the car and figure out how many more laps I'm gonna do, and let's kind of get ready to close this video down. Okay, that's my miles for today, actually. Okay, I'm gonna quote exactly how one of them people said it to me, then we're gonna go from there. He says, Mike, it's just a dog, get over it. Move on with your life. Shrug it off. Well, my answer to that, and I didn't say anything back to him because I didn't know what to say. I didn't get angry about it. No, I did not get angry. But my answer to that, yes, one day I will be able to live with it. I'm not going to ever get over it, obviously. No way. It's always going to be there. Just like my dog Beth and just like my dog Boots. But I will learn to live with it. I will basically learn a new routine. And now the next question that I've been asked just as many times as them telling me to get over it is another question I've been asked 4 times as well. And that question is, are you going to get another dog? Now, some of them, well, it's just one, want to know if I was will I get another dog right away? And I said to them, that's a bad idea. No, as I will be trying to replace Stormy. No. It ain't happening. And they actually, it was a legit question, the question they wondered. And the other 3, they was like, well, maybe, you know, somewhere down the roads, are you ever going to get another dog? And my answer to them was, I do not know. Now, let me answer this to you all. Yeah, we're going to walk up here and look at the lake for a minute. Angie and I talked about it. And after my dog, Beth, passed away, it was about 2 years later, we got Boots. After Boots passed away, I don't know how many, it was a couple years later, then we got Stormy. So does that mean a couple years we might get another dog? We do not know. But I can tell you, I do know this. I gotta completely be living, how can I put this? In other words, now, whenever it's time, I will know when it's time, and that's not going to be for a long time yet. And for future possibility of getting another dog is great. Yes. Now, after Boots died, I made a video about a year and a half later. The video was called 9 Things About Getting a Puppy. I made that video because I was thinking then getting another dog at that time. That was after my dog Boots died. You know, I didn't get another dog until a year after that. And yes, there is that possibility in the future I will, but right now, no. No. I got to be 100% living with the fact. In other words, I got to be in a state of mind. How can I put this? Give me a minute. Okay, the state of mind I got to be in is my Boots. Okay, let's go back to Boots. When she passed on, okay? When I was ready to get Stormy, I had to be in that state of the mind. I had to be in that mind frame. You know, and just like when we got Boots after Beth passed on, I had to make it, and that takes time. And like Angie and I talked, we don't know. You truly do not know, you know, what might happen. Angie says, hell, we could be fishing one day this summer and it may come up. But right now, no, we can't. Definitely do not want to anyway. Because it wouldn't be fair to Stormy, you know, and it would feel wrong. So to get it, for people, to get another dog after you lose one right away is extremely wrong. It is, in my opinion, it's wrong. But some people do that. Some people, you know, it's a rebound is what it is. It's like if you lose a girlfriend and you go out and get another girlfriend a week later, rebound. Yeah. My dating days, I never did that either. You got to have time to grieve. You got to have time to basically set up another routine. You got to have time to be like, okay, yes, I still miss my doggy, but I'm able to live with it. And that's the process I'm going through now. And talking about it to you guys is a big help. Now, I was getting ready to end the video, but there's a couple things I need to say real quick. Since Stormy is not with us, another question I was asked a couple times is, does this mean your hiking venture is going to start? You're going back out hiking again, Mike? All these questions did not come on my YouTube comments. They didn't come offline. These are people in my everyday life. And I was like, you know, yes, the hiking adventures will continue, which is going to be even harder than me walking here at the park. You know what? We're going to do another lap. Okay, a couple more laps. I'm not done yet. Oh, sorry about the camera movement. I was putting my glove back on. We're not done yet. Let's do another lap or so. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, let me stop for this entry. doing the trails and the hiking was different than what I'm doing now, because Stormy enjoyed that more. I mean, she enjoyed this, but getting out there in the woods and the forest, oh my Lord, that dog was in heaven. The weekend's coming up, and this is gonna hurt in many different ways, because I promised Stormy, I said to her, I said, girl, as soon as you get better, you'll be able to go on a hike with Mommy and I. Now, I quit the hiking adventures when Stormy got sick. I stopped them. My job was to take care of my doggie. I mean, she didn't walk with me anymore after she got sick, and no hiking. So I kept telling her, Stormy, gotta get better, girl. That way we all go hiking. So Angie and I are gonna try a hike this weekend, and the first hike back, I can't, it ain't like I'm picking a place. But Stormy liked everywhere we hiked, y'all. Everywhere. But the first hike in, I'm gonna dedicate that to my dog. I'm gonna dedicate it to Stormy. I was gonna do this anyway, but that idea did come from my friend Jessica too. She had mentioned that. So we'll try to get that video and do it justice. But yeah, Stormy loved her hikes. I'm here to tell you that now. All right, let's go ahead and head to the car, and we'll close her out. I did more than my normal walk today. But yeah, some people's like, it's just a dog, Mike, get over it. Not to me, it's not. No, she was my family member. She was almost my flesh and blood. Hell, I kind of looked like her. If I had red hair, my face would look like Stormy. Do you know, here's something else I thought of too. I told Angie, I said, you know, Stormy never ever seen me without a beard. And in the winter months when I grow in the rest of my fur, I wonder what she would think. I don't know, I used to, just like when I finally started going bald, when I started shaving my head, you know, like all of a sudden, he used to have hair, now he's bald. I used to wonder what she would think then. It never fazed her, ever. That's the strangest thing about the dog, man. That's the strangest thing about a dog. They don't notice things like that. They don't notice differences. Only thing they notice is the love you give them. Yes, and that's fact. I said it once in my videos. I said it many times. Yes, it's true. I care more about dogs than I do most people. If that makes me wrong, then so be it. I live with it. That is the God's honest truth. It's true. I care more about dogs than I do most people. And if you're thinking there, well, maybe dog might be my favorite animal. Yes, I do love dogs. But I also have another favorite animal I can never make a pet, and that's bears. I love bears. But I can never make a bear a pet, or I would. If you're wondering what happened to the rock video, well, since what happened to Stormy was just, the rocks are just sitting there in the tumbler. It's not tumbling right now. We're gonna do the rocks today, later on, probably about 5:30 later this evening. And I will do that, and then I will make the rock video. So that'll probably be your next video, and then some hiking adventures. So guys, it's just a dog, get over it. Leave me comments down below. How do you feel about that? Oh, I'm sorry. There's a white heron flying through the air, flying down there by the creek. And I was like, is that a fox or something running down there on the other side of the creek? I'm sorry, it caught my attention. But yeah, let me know down there. How do you feel about that? And like I said, I didn't get angry at these people. Of course not. Some people, that's just the way that things is, you know, they handle things differently. Even if they were close to a dog, they're able to just turn it off. I'm not one. But I will learn to live with this, obviously. My routine will change. But right now, I still think I gotta take Stormy out every hour on hour, or every 30 minutes. I still think I gotta give her fresh food and water. I gave her fresh water 4 times a day, by the way. There's a lot of things that still remind me of Stormy because it's part of my routine. And I'm trying to move on. So guys, until next time, come on, let's get out of here. The next video It should be the rock video. Then we'll do some hiking adventures. All right, till next time, come on, let's get out of here.